The following is a 360-degree video presentation, best viewed on a mobile phone, tablet, or your desktop computer. We're standing inside of a 2018 Airstream Interstate Grand Tour EXT. The list price for this Grand Tour EXT is $167,250, so it's not inexpensive. This Interstate is built on the Mercedes 170-inch wheelbase. The extra space comes in behind. You actually have another 1.5 feet of space behind the back of the sofa back there. The fit and finish inside of this van is very nice. In typical Airstream fashion, you have the polished aluminum ceilings, very easy to clean, signature trademark. You have the beautiful Italian wood laminate cabinet doors here, and the nice Corian countertop. And then the floors, while they look wood, they're actually vinyl. When you walk on them, they have a very nice cushion feel to them, very easy to clean and very durable. But I think they have a very sophisticated look as well. The front lounge has this flip-up work surface area here that you can see, and you've got your AC outlets and your USB ports. One thing that I like about Airstream is down below here, you can see this is the Corian countertop for the lounge table here, and it matches this Corian here and this Corian in your kitchen. So I like that, and I wish that Pleasureway would think about doing that as well. I think it's just a more sophisticated look in a premium RV. Now you have your sliding screen here, and I like this one a little bit more because it's not the accordion style. Those accordion style sliding screens are just they're very fragile, and they're prone to break a lot. This one is all one piece here, as you can see. It does run on a railing. I'm not a big fan of that. I do prefer the ones that drop down. But if you're going to get a sliding screen, then I think you should get this type of sliding screen. Moving back into the Galley is enormous, as you can see here. You have a lot of counter prep space, and if that's not enough, the counter over at the right where the passenger side ottoman is flips up to give you even more counter prep space. A marine style sink, I've talked about that enough. I'm not a big fan of the marine style sinks just because you can accidentally turn them on if you don't know what you're doing when you close the lid. They have a 2-burner propane cooktop here, and then lots and lots of cabinet storage. These are positive latching here. You can see these plastic latches. They hook back here into these little receiving ends that are mounted on the cabinet, so that's nice. But surprisingly, these doors, none of them are actually positive locking. These little buttons that you push here are decorative, but they don't actually cause a metal piece to come down below here and positively lock these doors. One of the things I asked you to look for in my video was the 5 things that should be positive locking. You have a compressor refrigerator. It might be 7 cubic feet. I'm not quite sure. I'll find out and put the specs up. It's on right now, and you can hear it's a wee bit noisy, the compressor refrigerator, but I do like the brushed aluminum. Not a big fan of, I've talked about this on the latching doors, not a big fan of this kind of flimsy plastic. This is what I was talking about. This is just plastic, and the receiving end on the refrigerator is plastic, and that's going to break or that's going to wear away. That's not good. Also, they use one of these little metal hooks here, or swingaways, in order to keep the door shut when you're going down the road. I'm not a big fan of that either. They should get a proper refrigerator with proper positive latches for a coach that is this expensive. A nice pantry here. Very nice with slide out drawers. Solid wood. That's very nice. And you have 3 of them down here. And just plenty of storage in here. The Galley aisle also is not as constrained as the aisle that's in the Lounge Edition. You've got plenty of space here, and I don't think that you're going to have to do the Galley shuffle. Someone could be standing here, and if they press themselves up against, someone can squeeze behind me, so that's very nice. Coming back to this side of the Galley, you can see this is the microwave I was talking about. It's got this kind of electronic drawer, which is nice, that comes out. This is a positive latch, which is nice. Look for that on both sides. So this is a positive latch on the drawer. And they do have a safety one here as well, so I like that. Lots and lots of drawer space and storage. Very deep drawer down here. I won't open every one of them. You don't need to see every one of them. And then your flip-up counter extension here. One thing I like that Airstream has done is this is flush. Notice on my Ascent it's not flush. And see how it's cut out here? So it doesn't, the ottoman seat back here doesn't obstruct the ability to raise and lower this counter extension. That is a problem on Pleasureway models. It also feels like it has a very nice positive latching feel to it. It's not magnetic, but when I latch it, see, it's not going to flap around on you when you're driving down the road. Moving back to the bathroom, I love this little window that they put in, this oval window. It's just signature trademark Airstream. It's a smallish bathroom. It flares out a little bit back here and then tapers back toward the back here where the ottomans are, so you have a little bit more aisle. I like the finished sink. I think that's nice. It's one piece. You don't see the plumbing and the piping underneath. I do think it's a little bit crowded. They probably should consider getting rid of that dispenser inside of there. It takes up an awful lot of elbow room if you're inside here trying to shower. It does have a rooftop vent, which is nice. Here we are in the lounge/bedroom area of the Interstate, and again, I like this setup because 5 people can sit around a table right where you're at. There's lots of windows all the way around. And when you want to convert this into a bed, the sofa folds down electronically. And these 2 jump seats, you just lift them up like this and you pull them together. There's no fussing with Velcro straps and things like that to undo the backs and lay them out in between. There's no slats and things that you need to put down in the middle here. It's a very easy setup. The disadvantage is they can be a little bit uncomfortable. That's what I hear from some Airstream Interstate owners, especially this little piece here, which is very hard. It's metal underneath. It's because we have this mechanism, metal mechanism here, they have to protect you from it, so they have to put this in on both sides. And people can feel that, they say, when they sleep in here. So you try it out yourself when you're looking at this van and make sure that it works for you. There are 2 3-point seat belts there, and then 3 additional lap restraints here. So you have a total of 4 3-point seat belts in this coach, and then an additional 3 lap type restraint seat belts. The blinds are motorized MCD shades. So you can see though that quite a bit of width space here, about this much space, is taken up by these dual blind day and nighttime blind systems here, which are behind these trim pieces. On each side, I'd say maybe an extra inch or inch and a half comes in a little bit. You have to decide if that bothers you or not. Lots of storage in the back. This has an extra about 18 inches behind the back of the sofa for lots of storage. You can put golf clubs, luggage back there. And then when you extend the bed down, you see 2 little cutouts there on the left and right side of the van. Those flip down like this, and they become kind of a part of your bed. You can put your pillows and stuff there. So it gives you a larger bed. If you're a taller person, you're going to be able to sleep in this bed just fine. I also like the fact that they have integrated cup holders into the back. It's always something that I miss on my Ascent. And nice little touch putting down here under this ottoman, a little aisleway light, and another one over here past the refrigerator. Just a little bit of light in the evening so that you can find your way around inside of the van without tripping. Speaking of which, look how flat the floors are. You can go all the way from the back, all the way into the captain's chairs in the front, and never trip over anything. I like flat floors. Not a big proponent of the cabinet above the cab. I just think that you hit your head on it a lot, and there's not much stuff that you're storing up there anyways. But everything else in here, the wider aisle, the fact that it's flat and no encumbrances, speaks really well for basic movement inside of the van. Your television here, if you notice, this is a 24-inch television. Because the aisleway is always cramped here, they've tapered the bathroom back here. Normally the wall would come out to here, but what that means is a good 6 or 7 inches here of the television is really sticking out into the aisleway. So you need to think about this stuff in terms of moving around. How many times are you going to hit this potentially? and maybe cause damage to yourself or to the television. Just think about that. Good news is this is positive latching. Always look for that. So there's a metal pin that goes up through there that actually holds this arm into the mount on the side of the wall here. This will not flop around as you're going down the road. Clearly this coach has multiplex wiring, which is nice as well. And this coach has 300 watts of solar as well. So you have plenty of solar. Does not have lithium-ion batteries. It has standard lead-acid batteries. I also like the fact that the entire passenger side over here is open. So if you're driving, you can see through all of these windows when you're passing someone. It's just a little bit safer in my book. And your kitchen faces out into your campsite. So if you're sitting here prepping and you got the door open, you're able to sit out there and socialize and talk with people in your campsite versus just facing your neighbor's campsite. So overall, this is a great van for a couple who's looking to tour in luxury. It's one of the most expensive Class B RVs that you're going to get out there at this list price, which is close to $170,000. It is pretty good quality. There are things I wish they would address. I don't like these plastic coverings over the wheel wells. I just don't think that it looks that finished. I do wish that they would put actual positive latches in the cabinets here, and I wish they would put a better latching mechanism on the refrigerator. So there are some things that they need to work on. The biggest thing that Airstream needs to work on is the warranty. This is a 3-year warranty, and I would expect more for the price that you're paying. Road Trek offers 6 years, Pleasureway offers 5 years. RVs, Class Bs built on the Mercedes platform that are $60,000 less than this are also offering 3-year warranties. They are best in class. That's what their brand is about. So why not offer a 7-year warranty? Do one better than Road Trek and really stand behind your product and do a nice warranty to tell people that you really believe in it. But it does look very nice. It's a very nice van.